What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Mike Dolce Show. Today, it is fat loss Q&A. I wanted to take some time and talk to you about fat loss, share how our athletes can lose 10 pounds or more in a single day. This is not medical advice. I do not suggest that you do this. I will simply tell you how we do this 100% successfully every single time we've ever done it. So I will be sharing that with you in a few minutes here, but I also want to take your questions. I appreciate you guys for being a part of this. Thank you so much for joining me here. It is my goal to help provide you with the most honest, actionable, evidence-based information to dramatically enhance your life. I want to add value to your life, and I can do that by simply explaining to you the last 20 years of my work in assisting the world's greatest athletes get on weight on time 100% of the time for international competition in weight restricted sports. We also work with many Hollywood celebrities, actors, actresses for those scintillating bikini bedroom warrior scenes to have that crisp, tight body that really does look superhuman. This is what we do. This is what I get paid to do. But it wasn't fair in my mind that the average folks out there didn't have access to this same information. So that's really what I've dedicated myself during this phase of my career, is to share this with you, to tell you exactly how it works, what is true, what is not true, and hopefully to help you not make all the mistakes that are waiting for you in this pop culture, instant gratification media. So I really wanted to go above and beyond. I try to devote myself to you guys every day, our great community out there, and our team, our company, our business is dedicated to educating the population on the best practices, the evergreen principles for dramatic health and fitness improvement, also athletic performance. And at the end of the day, we just want you to live really long, healthy lives. So without further ado, let me jump in, answer a few questions here, and then I'll break down that weight cut protocol. It's a weight loss, weight cut protocol here. Let me break that down. And if you're here, you're just joining the stream, whether live or watching it sometime later, into the future, thank you again for being here. And I would just ask, if you are so generous to give me a thumbs up on this video to help us get back into the algorithm so we can help other people live better lives, improve their lives, and avoid all the scams that are out there. That's really what we're doing. Nick L says, riding the bike and listening, Chicago is going all open next Friday. DDC soon. Done deal, my man. We're almost wide open. We're pretty wide open here in New Jersey. Also, I can't wait to get out there, that Dolce Diet certification. If anyone is interested, simply send an email to ddc@thedolcediet.com if you want to learn more. Mark Burkhammer, what's up, Mark? How goes it? It goes well, my man. Great to see you. Henrik, my brother, watching fasting videos with Mike. All of a sudden, this pops up. No limit to all this free content. Henrik, man, I'm working my tail off over here trying to help pump out as much free content as I can. That's the goal. That's what we're trying to do. We're just trying to get this information out here. And I know that we're inundated with questions every single day through all the different ways to contact us. And I know this is a great portal. And this is why I ask you guys to give the thumbs up to this video, to leave comments below this video after it posts, subscribe to the channel, to create engagement, which is the YouTube algorithm, so we can actually get back into the algorithm and help change more people's lives. Thank you for that. Jamie Whitman, what's up, Jamie? Great to see you, young lady. I hope all is well. Sean Trailer says, Mike, been lifting heavy compound lifts, getting close to my ideal weight. Abs are starting to show. Yes, Recently, my weight is very steady. Should I keep on this road to maximum growth or cut more? Let me answer this for you right now. And for everyone being here, thank you guys for being here. I'm going to share my weight cut tip here in a moment. I just wanted to answer some of these questions for the great people that are asking. And then I'm going to share how to lose 10 pounds in one day. As to how our athletes do that, I will say this is not medical advice, and I am not a medical doctor, and any sort of diet or exercise change should be supervised by a medical doctor. Now, Sean says he's lifting heavy, he's getting close to his ideal weight, his abs are starting to show, and his weight is very steady. Should I stay on this road to max muscle growth or cut more? I wouldn't make a change. So you're lifting heavy weights, you're getting close to your ideal weight, your abs are starting to pop. Don't change. It's like, hey man, I got these diamond hands. I've gone full ape mode on that AMC stock, baby. What should I do? Well, I'm holding. And this is for those of you in the YouTube world who understand what's going on with AMC stock right now. I'm holding AMC since February because it's going so well. And that's what I would say for you. It's working. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Sean, ride this wave. Eventually you will plateau out, and that's the time to change. Pro tip right here. If the program is working, keep going. Don't change the program because something new pops up. Keep going. Keep making them gains, my friends. My friend Sean. Shanna, there she is. Shanna Corgay, the 5-figure Dolce Diet certified coach. Bam! Shanna Cornegay, sorry, Shanna, is crushing it. Newly certified Dolce Diet certified coach is crushing it, throwing down 5-figure months, ladies and gentlemen, as a certified Dolce Diet nutrition coach. Super proud of you. Nick L, did the girls plant their seed packets? They did. I was speaking on some of the other videos about my gardening. And yes, we have planted. I don't know which seeds they were specifically. Brandy keeps tabs on that. I am the mule in the yard. I love that part of it. Shanna, 19 clients post DDC, 100% lost fat. Shanna is crushing it. Shanna is one of our newest Dolce Diet certified coaches and is absolutely crushing it. She's publicly reported. She's actually earning 5 figures per month right now as a DDC, killing it. If anyone's interested, send me an email, ddc@thedolcediet.com, and I'll tell you about our next exclusive event. Again, I'm going to share with you guys, everyone here. Thank you for joining in. I appreciate you guys. I'm about to share with you how to lose 10 pounds in a day, how our athletes lose 10 pounds in a day. So I just want to answer some of these great questions from these great people here. Joe Hanula, also a DDC in the house. What's up, Joe? Great to see you, man. Popping in between clients. I love this. I love you guys changing lives, changing the world. Samansi says, I've lost 85 pounds since football ended. I was a defensive lineman, getting sick of the deficit, but I want to lose 10 pounds more. Any tips? Yes. Go below this video. Click on the description below this video, and I have links down there. You can save 25% right now on our 4-week or 12-week personalized diet and exercise program. The meal plan is absolutely incredible. You'll be eating 4 to 6 meals per day, healthful whole food nonstop. The exact same meal plans our elite athletes and Hollywood celebrities use. Click that link below if you're interested. It is phenomenal. Plus, you will be invited to join our free Facebook community, which is exclusive to help support you along the way. And I'm always here. I'm always here to help you, whatever I can do. But click that link below, learn more. We're here to help you guys. David, what's up, David? What's up, Coach? I never miss a live chat. Great content as always. Thank you. I also want to buy a Dolce zippered hoodie. Please get them back in stock. Thanks for everything, man. David, shoot that email to ddc@thedolcediet.com. I know we have some in varied sizes. I'm just saying ddc@thedolcediet.com because the rest of the team is a little overwhelmed. We've got so much awesome stuff going on around here. Huge announcements, by the way. The Dolce Weight Pro will be released next week. I'll do a different video on that. I don't want to muddy the waters here. But David, ddc@bdolce.com, and get those sweet ass hoodies. I just wore one earlier for the intermittent fasting video. Jamie hitting big numbers after our conversation, coach. Thank you so much, Jamie. I am so proud of you. You are absolutely killing it, young lady. You are an inspiration top to bottom, crushing it. What else we got here? I know we got more. Again, I'm gonna talk about that 10-pound weight loss program, how to lose 10 pounds in one day. Let me just get through a couple more of these questions for you guys. Jen, I have an event in 3 weeks. I'm considering doing a modified 3 weeks of shredded. By this, I mean eating the 3 weeks of shredded meal plan, but continuing to work out on my living lean plan. Would this be counterintuitive? No. The 3 weeks to shredded meal plan is incredible. The weight loss people see on 3 weeks to shredded is better than any other program that I've seen that I know of. And it has a 100% success rate, working with the world's greatest athletes for over 20 years. That's a fact, right? Nobody can disprove that. Lord knows they try. That is a fact. Now, the beauty of this is every athlete we work with, well, they have different training programs and different training protocols. The exercise plan that we create for you inside your personal dashboard at thedolcediet.com, well, that's a great workout. What we always say, though, if you have a specific workout plan that you love, if you have another hands-on coach that's working with you every day, follow that. Yeah, follow that too, but don't change the meal plan. The meal plan is 90+% of the success, the weight loss success. So Jen, if you're going to do our living lean exercise program, which is phenomenal, by the way, that is 1 + 1 = 3 in your equation, Jen. Yes, absolutely. And anyone interested, just click the links below this video. I think we have that today only. Save 25% on our 4-week or 12-week online program. Hendrik says, great bench press video. What's the difference between single kettlebell shoulder press, wide grip military bar press, and narrow grip military bar press? And finally, standing dumbbell overhead press. Yikes. Those are a lot of exercises. Well, the wider grip military press allows you to handle heavier weights. The single kettlebell shoulder press works it's more of a functional exercise, and it's usually you have to clean it to get it up top. So you got to clean it, you got to rack it in place, and then you're pressing up overhead, which transfers much of that weight through your core. It's a great athletic functional exercise. The narrow grip military press, usually you cannot handle as much weight as the wide grip, although it does more effectively target the anterior deltoid, the front shoulder, and your tricep at full extension at the top. And then finally, the standing dumbbell overhead press. The standing dumbbell overhead press is usually best for hypertrophy of all 3 heads of the deltoid. Most bodybuilders will yield greater returns. Anecdotally, though, I will say, although there has been some muscle biopsy studies that have been done on this, that the elbow out, and it's not the Arnold press, but the wide dumbbell shoulder press has a much greater interaction with the lateral head, the side head of the deltoid, and the rear deltoid. So all great exercises, Henrik. I would definitely keep those in rotation. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for being here. I see we have some new viewers. If you have not yet, give this video a thumbs up, leave comments below, engage, subscribe. We're trying to get back into that YouTube algorithm, and you guys are the ones to drive us here. I am simply dedicated to serving you with this honest, evidence-based content. Paul, hey, coach, is it really bad to lose a lot of weight over a short period of time, like 10 stone in a year? Many thanks, Paul. Well, 10 stone, 1 stone is 14 pounds. 10 stone is 140 pounds. I will say, Paul, that the individual in question should be working with a doctor. They should be getting comprehensive medical supervision, likely getting their blood work done, ruling out any sort of health issues during the process. But if you have a 600-pound person who loses 140 pounds of unhealthy weight, I'd be hard pressed to see how that is bad for them as long as they're losing the weight in a healthy manner. And that might be my answer to tie this up, is if they are losing the weight through healthy lifestyle changes and the body is just responding to these healthy habits with this excessive weight loss, it probably will be a good thing. But again, only under a doctor's supervision. Mark says, large meal before bed, does it matter in regards to fat loss? Yes, it does. I have a hard time getting my last meal and usually a calorie-dense meal within a half hour of bed. Is this hurting my results when it comes to body fat? Yes. My diet is spot on. Couldn't be any cleaner, but I regularly eat right before bed. Yes, unfortunately. Now, here, this swings two ways. Eating before bed is great for muscle growth, not great for fat loss. Part of this has to do with the biochemical cascade of insulin and growth hormone IGF-1, but primarily, if we eat before bed, we will usually be feeding muscle growth and pausing fat loss. If we go to bed in a semi-fasted state, now we are pausing to a degree muscle growth and increasing fat loss. And I go through these pages. Now, when I'm trying to recomposition my body, I will eat closer to bedtime. When I'm trying to get super shredded, I'll stop eating about 3 hours before. Nice, nice. I love the positive energy, Henrik. Right on, my man. Nick, what would be a good percentage to go up on water intake for hot weather training? Doing 1.5 gallons per day right now. It will be relative to the individual. There's a few tests that can be done to check your hydration, but I like to increase, right? I have set minimums of water intake. I'm at 1.5 gallons per day on minimum. I will drink usually in summertime in hard training phases at altitude. I'll typically drink considerably more. For me to sit here, it'd be a little challenging to be hard and fast with exactly what that will be. Jeremy Brooks, what's up, Jeremy? Good to see you, my man. Charles, what I do my cardio in the morning? Do I have to keep my heart rate below 110 or can I go harder, keeping my heart rate between 130 and 140? Great question. Now, this is the difference between what we call LISS and MISS, but because this is an educational Q&A, let me add HIIT onto that. So what is LISS? Low intensity, steady state cardiovascular activity. What is MISS? Moderate intensity, steady state cardiovascular activity. What is HIIT? High intensity interval training. Now, let me break these up for you. LISS is about 110 and below. MISS is right between 120 and about 140, and HIIT is usually 140 and up. Those are the target heart rate zones. We should all be proficient in each of those training zones. Most people are deficient in LISS. What does that mean? Most people do not keep their heart rate moderate or lightly elevated for extended periods of time. They're sedentary most of the day, and then they go and they do their hard workout. Boom. They have a very poor aerobic base. What we try and do is widen the aerobic base, and think of the foundation of a pyramid. If my foundation is this big, the pyramid can only go so high. Now, the wider and wider and wider I create that base, that is the aerobic base, the higher the peak of that pyramid will be. And that peak is your ability to sustain high interval training, right? The wider the aerobic base, the higher your intensity can go at the very top. Many elite athletes are deficient in this. My strong suggestion, you should be training at least 4 low intensity aerobic sessions per week. Possibly 2 moderate and 1 high intensity. That gives you a 7-day week right there. I stack those quite a bit higher. I typically do my lists 5 to 7 days a week. I'll put in 2 to 3 miss, and I'll put in, no, that's actually not true. I'll put in 3 to 4 miss and another 3 to 4 hit, because our resistance training also has the same heart rate variability patterns. Mark T, about to do the 12-week need to be held accountable. Thanks for the great video. Mark, brother, I'm here for you, my man. Whatever I can do to support you, our team is here behind you. Our entire global community is behind you. We're all following it, right? We're all doing it. We're all making our lives better through healthy habits. And that's what we provide at thedolcediet.com. Click the link below. Anyone who wants to see what Mark's doing, he's following our 12-week Living Lean program. Personalized diet, personalized exercise, leaderboards, weigh-ins, training journals, recipe index, all the great stuff. Plus, we have an amazing Facebook community that is a support group in a way, but it's a great community to keep each other accountable. Mark, whatever I can do, my man, I am here. You guys can always follow me at The Dolce Diet on Instagram. I'm always happy to help you personally along that way too. Tyler, I work construction, constantly moving with weight. What's the best diet, dude? The Dolce diet is the best diet. Go to thedolcediet.com. I would suggest, Tyler, click the link below, get the 25% discount, promo code TRANSFORM right now. Start the 12-week plan. I would begin with the 8-week program for you as you dip your toe into it. Dramatically recomposition your body, lose an amazing amount of body fat, start building strength, building muscle, reclaim your life. That's exactly what the Dolce diet is built for. Click the link below and check it out, my man. Jesse, what's up, man? Oh, most wanted, trying to get a fight booked, violent, brutal submissions, and the BMT background. Got these grown men shaking their butts. Where's my back? Hell yeah, I love that energy, man. I love that. Jesse Lee is also a Dolce Diet certified coach and a professional mixed martial artist, absolutely crushing it. If anyone's interested, of course, in our certification course, send an email to ddc@thedolcediet.com, Dolce Diet Certified, ddc@thedolcediet.com. We will have a limited attendance event coming up in the near future. We also have a digital event, so let us know. But there is a pre-registration list you guys can get on soon. Paul, I joined late, no notification, effing YouTube, but nonetheless killing it, brother Mike, with the invaluable information you provide. Thanks, my man. It is an honor. It is an honor to be here, to get to hang out with you great people right now. Henrik, thanks, Mike. Currently using them all, but want to be sure I use them for the right reasons with clients as well. Absolutely, brother. That is freaking awesome. In general, I do them all, to be honest with you. I don't do the narrow grip barbell as much, simply because the kettlebell will carry over in that same plane of motion, but the wider grip, and wider would be kind of, outside, a neutral grip would be, and it's like outside hand, inside hand, and then narrow hand. It's one hand's length inside. So neutral or narrow would be like thumbs in front of your deltoids. Medium would be thumb outside the pinky finger, and then wide is one thumb outside of that. Chris Hertz says, had great success with 3 weeks to shredded, lost 20 pounds of unuseful, unwanted weight, but seems to have slowed. Should I switch to the 12-week program or kick up the list? Brother, you lost 20 pounds on 3 weeks to shredded. Let's take a moment and give you an applause. You lost 20 pounds on a 3-week healthy weight loss program. Super proud of you. Great job, but keep going. Keep going. If you are about it, if you really want to see those results, go 3 weeks to shredded, round 1, and do it again round 2. If you are a member of thedolcediet.com, you can reset your program with all of your new starting weight and do it again. Why would you not do that? If you've done it the first time, you can easily do it the second time and just see amazing freaking results. That would be my strong recommendation to you. You can also jump over to the 12-week Living Lean plan, which will be more food. It's more of a muscle recomposition program. Great to lose fat and gain muscle at the same time. Shred is about getting shredded. Maintaining muscle and getting shredded. That would be my strong recommendation. And if anyone wants to know, just click the link below. I keep saying that because new people come into the stream. Click the link below, save the 25%. Panther the Great, what's up, my man? Just binged about 8 of your videos after finding you last night, then get notified about you going live. Panther, I appreciate that. Welcome to the family, my man. Thanks for being a part of this channel. I'm the 4-time World MMA Trainer of the Year. I won that award 4 times consecutively before I I walked away. I said, don't put me on anymore. There's other great coaches that deserve some of the credentials here. And then I'm a 4-time #1 bestseller in the health and fitness space. Previously, I weighed 282 pounds. I lost 113 pounds down to weigh 169. I got my body fat down sub 5% after being well over 30%. So that's just a little personal background, but I work with the world's greatest athletes for over 20 years. Now I'm dedicated to sharing as much of this information with you guys as possible. It's not fair that regular hardworking folks do not have access to the same information world-class athletes have. Multimillionaire actors and actresses. And hey, that's great. Those paychecks aren't bad, but it's not fair that regular folks get confused by all the fraudsters out there and why I do this, why I take the time to sit here, speak live, to answer every single question is to give this information to you guys as much as I can. So Panther says, quick question. My upper body is pretty peeled at the moment, but I don't have an overly ripped lower body. Any tips? Very interesting. Usually this has a hormonal component to that. Now let's take that one step further. I would get comprehensive blood work. If you haven't gotten blood work, everyone, you can actually click the link below. We don't endorse a lot of companies and a lot of products. letsgetchecked.com/Dolce. Use the Dolce promo code to save 20 to 40%. I would get a metabolic panel. I would get my testosterone, my total, my free, and my estradiol test checked. I would also look to get my A1C checked. I would look to get my thyroid checked. These are the things that we do with all of our clients. We run pretty comprehensive panels. We look at vitamin mineral panels. We run pretty comprehensive panels to make sure we're not swimming upstream. What does that mean? Well, if someone is metabolically challenged, if they have some sort of imbalance, hormonal issue, well, making them do cardio or diet even harder, well, that doesn't make sense. Let's understand exactly what's happening. So Panther, this may or may not be you, but again, if anybody's interested in comprehensive blood work, the only company that I trust, I personally use, and that of our clients, click that link below this video to learn more. Now, what I will say is to get those legs shredded, what kind of training are you doing right now? Upper body's pretty ripped and shredded. That's awesome. What's that lower body look like? How are you training that lower body? Are you training it just as hard as the upper body? High intensity, multi-joint compound movements. I would maybe start adding some walking lunges into that, weighted and non-weighted. I'd start doing more explosive lower body leg training. I'd be squatting, goblet squatting, Zercher squatting. Doesn't always have to be full back squatting. And the last piece of this, I would add low intensity, steady state cardiovascular activity while fasted. Now, let me clear this up for you. For everyone listening right now, pay attention for a moment. Why fasted? Why do you always mention fasted cardio first thing in the morning when I can just run and sprint and I can go hard? Because of biochemistry. Fasted infers the absence of insulin. In the absence of insulin, when insulin is repressed, the fat cell is much more able and willing to release stored fat, specifically in the stubborn areas. We all have stubborn body parts. My legs stay really lean year round. I get it in my waistline, my love handles, right? I got that, love handle gene. So I got to diet really hard to not have love handles. My legs are ripped year round. You can see separation in my quads, like the deal, my hamstrings, like the whole thing, right? Now, someone else like you, Panther, you're probably more ripped upper body without trying than me, but then lower body for you is a little harder. Steady state cardiovascular activity while fasted. LISS once again. 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 45 minutes to 60 minutes is about the Goldilocks zone. Wake up. Throw some water in. I would throw a little bit of caffeine in, me personally. I'd throw a double espresso in there, walk out the door. Now, I'm not recommending this for anyone, but sprinkling in a little yohimbine HCl, that may have a dramatic benefit to really peel off the last few percent of body fat. If you say you're already peeled, I'm looking at a photo of you. You look like you're in pretty good shape. I wouldn't throw in the yohimbine HCl, and I've done videos on this before. I wouldn't throw that in as guys unless I'm already around the 10% body fat range. It's not worth it. It won't work. And also, I'm not suggesting you do the Yohimbine HCL because it sucks. Like, you get the jitters. It causes an adrenaline dump. It makes some people nauseous. I might stay away from that. But depending on your goals, remember, I'm just sharing honest information. And, as of me saying it, Yohimbine HCL was still legal through WADA, and I'm shocked. Like, I'm shocked because it is that powerful of a fat burning agent. Performing LISS, low intensity, steady state cardiovascular activity, 5 days or more per week, fasted first thing in the morning with a little spike of caffeine, brother, that might be the holy grail for you. Let me know how it goes. No, how are you feeling after the fast? Well, I'm still fasting right now. I am still in the midst of the fast at the moment. Those of you who don't know, just for shits and giggles and to give you guys content and to report back to you, I am in the middle of, I am 70 hours with no food. I am in the midst of a 72-hour fast, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will actually close that 72-hour window. My last piece of food was just before 6 p.m. on Monday night. And those of you watching on the replay, it is now Thursday night. So I didn't eat all of Tuesday, all of Wednesday, and now all of Thursday. And I may or may not, I don't know what I'm going to do yet about breaking the fast. I may or may not. I keep going in these waves of go back, and I don't want to, hijack this comment or this video. Go back. I've done a few videos this week on it. Go back and watch those videos, by the way, where I break down the fast. I give you daily updates, how I feel, what's going on, exactly what I'm doing. Thanks for asking, though, Noe. Ricky says, my son's a 16-year-old wrestler, is trying to build muscle. He's already doing strength training. What supplements, food, and exercise would you suggest? I'm going to answer that right now. Remember, in another, I'm almost through these comments. I'm going to tell you guys about how to lose 10 pounds. How do our athletes lose 10 pounds in one day? I'm going to share that with you here in a minute. So thank you for being here, guys and gals. And if you haven't yet, bang, bang. Just click that little thumbs up if you don't mind, just to help us get back in the algorithm. The engagement of you with our content is the only thing I will ever ask of you if you feel it's worthy. So thank you. And I'll keep here working my tail off for you. So Ricky's got a 16-year-old wrestler trying to build muscle. Food, baby. If 16-year-old wrestler, I'm probably eating 4 times per day. I was a 16-year-old wrestler. I started wrestling at 13 years old. I gained 20 pounds a year. I weighed 114 when I walked in as a freshman, and I left senior year at 210 pounds. I looked like the Superman suit. I was just like yoked and packed and everything. My skin was like stretched out and tight. That's what I would strongly recommend, but I would recommend high quality foods, not junk foods. Do not teach your child to eat junk. A lot of the other dads out there are doing that. No junk. High quality foods. 4 meals a day becomes the staples and a little bit of snacks in between. He should be training. I would put him on probably a push-pull leg system 6 days per week. Young kid like that can be in the gym 6 days a week, in my opinion. Easy work. And sleep. He's probably sleeping enough already. 10 hours of sleep a night. More plates, more Nates. How many days a week should I do sprints? Well, it depends. If you're just trying to work on body composition, I'd say once or twice a week. If you're an athlete, possibly more. Mark, Dolce Diet principles are money. Thanks for all the years of real and honest, no bullshit content. Much respect, sir. I appreciate that. Thank you. I've been working my ass off for you guys behind the scenes. Great people like you out there, Mark. It's nice to see those comments. I really do appreciate that. It's not lost on me. If I can, every single time I turn this microphone on, and if I could just help one person, help one person see it for how it really is, help one person make progress, help one person get past that plateau, help one person stay healthy, live longer. That's what I'm doing. The fact that I can help thousands of people at a single sitting is incredible. So thank you for being here. I'm in your corner 100% of the time. Is there any point in injecting vitamin B12? There is. There could be. It's not necessary. But I mean, it's not a bad thing. I've certainly done it before, which is, if it's around, sure, no problem. My arms are literally perk, but my stomach says 12. Perfect, but my stomach stays 12. I don't quite know the lingo here. I might be dating myself. Marcos, the golden nutritionist and trainer. Much love from Melbourne, Australia. Melbourne, one of my favorite places. The coffee in Melbourne, by the way, is delicious. Mark T, can you drink instant coffee from a jar before kids, or does that create an insulin spike? No, you want to throw in a little bit of coffee. What I do is if I'm brewing up a pot of coffee, I make it super, super strong, like you can chew it. I prefer espresso, which is just less water. That little jump or little drop of caffeine will have a negligible effect on insulin secretion with regards to LISS. So throw the caffeine in that. The caffeine will outweigh any negligible, if any, insulin response there will be. You're good. You're good, Mark. Good question, though. Shows that you're really doing it. My arms are like 5% body fat. My stomach is like 10 to 12 no matter what. So I decided to bulk my stomach and it looks better, but the fat distribution is crazy. Yo, that's fine. I get that. I get that, my man. Everyone holds fat in weird places, right? Holds fat in super weird places. It's just, that's, you know, what we say, what's medically typically termed as gender specific body fat. It's just stubborn body fat. Everyone holds it a little bit different. There's so many different reasons why that may be. One thing I will say, much of the issue with stubborn body fat is inefficient blood flow to that region. So if we can keep that area warmer, if you can warm that area up more often, well, you might have a more beneficial fat loss result in that area. Panther, you're the man. Thanks, brother. Bro, you got it, man. I'm so happy to be able to help you. Shanna, June DDC, not June, Shanna. We're looking at July. Be awesome to have you out. Awesome, Shanna. You are ready, young lady. You are ready to come out and freaking crush it, by the way. Just level up to a whole new level. Level 2, absolute. Level 2 will be much more exclusive. The level 1 will be exclusive too, simply because we don't want to overwhelm the numbers. I still want it to have that small feel to it. You know, level 2 will be even more intimate, which will be a good thing. But I'll let you know. You'll hear about it here real soon. Oh, Panther, thank you. For the $5 super chat donation. I appreciate that, Panther. Not necessary, but of course, always appreciate it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now, how to lose 10 pounds in a single day. How does this happen? Number one, this is not medical advice. Do not do this. Do not follow this. Do not try this. But that weight loss, that single day weight loss, will be very affected through water weight, right? So why am I even talking about this? Well, you got an event coming up tomorrow. What do? Man, you put on the jeans and they don't quite fit. You're not quite comfortable. You put on that slinky little dress and it just doesn't make you feel your best. Or you have a mixed martial arts competition coming up. You need to make weight and you wake up 10 pounds over. Now, again, this is not medical advice. I cannot stress this enough. Do not follow this program. I'm just telling you what we will do. What will we do if we got to lose 10 pounds in a day? We're going to break this thing up and make it super easy. We're going to wake up. We're going to hydrate. We're going to hydrate first thing in the morning. And let's say I have to look my best tomorrow. All right. So I have all day today. Tomorrow, I need to look my best. We're going to wake up. We're going to hydrate. We're going to get the water flowing. Water in equals water out. And that's the most important thing here, is to allow your body to keep releasing water. We are going to throw in a little bit of caffeine. We are going to get that thermogenic benefit of caffeine and what that does to rev up the metabolism. There might even be a digestive benefit with the to enhanced bowel movement, I will say. Most people, they have that cup of coffee, boom, that's a little trigger. You want to get things moving. You want to get things out. You want to relieve that impacted food matter. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to put on warm-ups, sweatsuit, a hoodie, and we are going to go for a very light jog. We're going to start with a nice walk. We're going to get into a very light jog. We're going to start mobilizing that water. We're going to start pushing the water through. Also, the water and the caffeine you just consumed will have an additional diuretic effect. This water will start pushing off. This doesn't mean stay hot. It doesn't mean put plastics on. No, everything we do here is passive. So what we're going to do So we're going to move the body for about 60 minutes or so in a rather passive way. Light jog, not like a jog that you can talk the entire time. This is super easy to do. And I have this phone call all the time with some of our, other clients, stage ready clients, let's say. They got to shake off a little bit of weight. We get the body moving and then we see where they're at. Usually that is going to get you down 1 to 3 pounds, let's say 2 pounds before you even do anything. Then we're going to go and have the breakfast. We're going to come back, shower, have the breakfast bowl with a cup of green tea. We're going to get some good fiber in you and some sugar, which is going to give you the energy for the exercise as the day goes on, because we want to stay active. As you go through your day, the rest of it, you have the breakfast bowl, then we want to be active. Get up, go for a walk, go for a stroll, move the body, sip on a little more caffeine or a little more espresso. Don't kill it, just sip a little bit and keep that thermogenic response. Initiate that diuretic property of the caffeine and the EGCG of the green tea. And allow that weight to continue spilling off. We'll slowly taper down our water. We'll usually start first thing in the morning at maybe, 3 to 4 pounds of water, which is not that much, a liter or 2 first thing in the morning to flood the gates. You will not be dehydrated per se. It will mobilize that water. And then we drip in just a little bit of caffeine, which is easy as long as it's well tolerated. And all of our athletes, it is. I've never actually had one athlete or client ever that had an issue. It will allow for that diuretic response. As long as we are stimulating our metabolism passively, the water will continue to come off very gently, but it will continue. Usually by midday, you're going to be about 5 pounds down. You're going to be half of that weight down by midday without even trying. Now, the next thing we're going to do is a hot tub or a hot bath with your friends, hanging out. We like the step method. If you've never done the Dolce step method, let me break it down for you. We get into a beautiful hot tub and we want to sit down till our neck is fully immersed. As the neck is immersed, we want to sit there for about 5 minutes. And then we sit up a little bit. So now the water's to our chest for 5 minutes. Then we sit up so the water's to our belly button for 5 minutes. Then we sit up so just our feet and calves are in the water for 5 minutes. And then we jump into a cold plunge. We cool the body down completely. Usually during the step method, most people will lose 3 to 5 pounds the first time they go through it. Most likely you're on weight. Most likely you've lost 10 pounds in that single day. And I'll say for the average healthy adult, again, don't try this. This is just something that we do. There is no saunas. There is no hard exercise. There is no wearing of plastics. This is just very simple, easy, progressive, passive movement throughout the day to keep the metabolism working and to moderate your release of water, intake and release of water. From that point, we'll take a cold shower. And once we're done, that cold shower has an anti-inflammatory property to it also. So when you look in the mirror, when you wake up the next morning, a lot of our female actresses do this quite a bit. When you wake up the next morning, you take the hot bath at night before bed, let's say, cold shower, cold plunge before you go to bed. A, you'll sleep like a baby typically. And B, the anti-inflammatory response of the cold water immersion after the passive sweating. So think about it. You sweat for about 30 minutes or so. You lose 3 to 5 pounds. You sweat it out. And then you get into a cold water immersion situation which has an anti-inflammatory property. Everything shrinks. All your skin just shrink wraps. They wake up the next day gorgeous. Skin looks perfect. Tummy super tight. Now, we pulled back the eating since breakfast the day before. So, you might be a little bit hungry, but we'll snack on fresh fruit, typically a handful of berries, a handful of grapes throughout the day, a little bit of melon, maybe a little bit of salmon. We typically put some salmon in before bed. That's a whole nother video. I'll get too long on this, by the way. But that heat and then cold at night before bed, when you wake up the next day, will feel amazing, will look amazing, and you'll be shocked at how much weight you are actually able to lose just by moving that water weight around. Now, from there, we can continue on throughout the day. This is why our athletes don't cut weight. Our athletes haven't, quote, cut weight for years now. We simply manage their weight into weigh-ins, and we say we actually increase food intake throughout their peaking process. I'll answer that in a second. So, I mean, that's a very simple walkthrough of the protocol. Any questions, I'm happy to answer them. Maybe I'll do more of a video on that a little bit later. Leave comment. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section after this video posts, by the way, because I know a lot of people wind up watching this on the replay. And again, engage with the channel. Bang, bang. Give me a thumbs up. If you haven't done that yet, much appreciated. Ted, do you have any recommendations on food allergy tests? I don't specifically, but that is a great question on Monday for our lead dietitian, Professor Lindsay Howard, in the Ask the Dietitian episode of the Mike Dolce Show, Mondays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll get back to you on that. Marcos, mind you, I've watched your advice and everything back to 2013 before incarnation and still listening to it just now. Got out November and now back on my MMA journey since it was delayed, and still blessed to be hearing your advice. Let us know when you come to Melbourne, Australia, brother. Marcos, thank you so much, my man. I appreciate that. And, same dude, same story, right? If you go back in time, something I'm very proud of, if you go back in time over the last 10, 15, 20 years, I've been published for over 20 years in magazines and articles and features and TV and books and all that stuff. All my words, all my content, all my principles are out there for public consumption. I'm saying the same thing today I was saying back then. My principles have not changed. And that's something that is very rare in the health and fitness industry that I pride myself on, and that of our team. Why is that? Well, it's simply because we have evolved the evergreen principles of health and fitness. We're not trying to recreate the wheel here. We're trying to constantly enhance your health, your fitness, your life. That's it. Like keto and paleo and carnivore and zone and this and then this and then this. That is all bullshit. It's all bullshit. And if you look, a lot of those fraudsters who are out there selling you keto today, well, they were selling paleo yesterday and they were selling zone the day before that. So which is it? If zone was the best thing 10 years ago, then keto or paleo was the best thing 5 years ago. Keto is the best thing today. Clearly, you don't know what you're doing. That's our belief, because this is a science. The laws of gravity don't change. We simply share with you the evergreen principles, the universal principles, the laws of fitness and nutrition. We have a couple cool different ways to box it up and share it with you, depending on where you are, what your specific goal might be. 3 weeks of shredded or living lean, really fast, rapid, extreme weight loss, or more long-term body recomposition. But Marcos, to your point, everything I've been saying since then is probably pretty damn spot on to what I'm saying today. And we keep bringing in results. Millions and millions of humans around the world have tried our programs and succeeded on our programs and continue on. So thank you. More plates, more nades. Really appreciate it, Mike. Keep up the good work, my man. Thank you so much. Mark, would you recommend a cold shower right after an intense workout? Only if an acute injury has been present. Now, there's a lot of data that shows the inflammatory response post-workout is a good thing. It's actually necessary to the repair and the growth of that area being trained. So inhibiting that through cold water immersion will not be a good thing long-term, so the science says right now, and I would agree with that to a point. But we could be splitting hairs also, and I'm certainly open to that. Buenos Aires, if I fight in the morning, like 9 a.m., what would you recommend to eat breakfast and at what time? Man, I would be doing this my entire training camp. Like if I had to knew I'm fighting at 9 a.m., my entire training camp, my hardest training would be at 9 a.m. So my entire world, my entire life would be structured probably so I'm awake at 4 or 5 a.m. every day, where I could wake up, I could shake out, I can get probably 2 good meals in, so I'm ready to go at 9 a.m. Like, I'm not going to wake up at 7 o'clock, eat a little, smoothie, and then try and go out there and fight. Everything in my world would change to ensure I was capable of fighting 100% to my potential at 9 a.m. That would be my suggestion. Sorry for my English. No, thank you so much for being here. I love it. I appreciate it, for you being here, for you engaging with us, and even asking questions. Guys and gals, you are all freaking phenomenal. Thank you all so much for being here. If you haven't yet, check the links below this video. 4 and 12-week personalized diet and exercise programs are 25% off right now with promo code TRANSFORM today only. You can work one-on-one with one of our registered dietitians, either just through a consultation or have them create an entire 8-week meal plan for you. Also, discounts on grass-fed, grass-finished beef at Certified Piedmontese, and in-home blood testing. letsgetchecked.com/Dolce. Click those links below. Did you know I actually own a coffee company, Dolce Coffee Roasters, specialty coffee, craft roasted, right here in the beautiful beach town of Belmar, New Jersey? And it is 100% certified organic. Lots of cool stuff in those links below. Last thing, if you haven't yet, consider subscribing to this channel. I am dedicated to you, to bringing you the most honest, actionable, evidence-based information to dramatically improve your life. And until next time, boom.